Hello and welcome to my Raw review. I've just sat down and watched it. I had a break because I had to go down to doctors. Yes, that is Yogscast posters in the background. If I go that way, you can see my Upgrass and Fallen Star Wrestling wrestlers. My bookcase is an absolute freaking mess. What else can you see? This is fire alarm. So yeah, today I'm in the living room. I've just watched Raw. I'm going to be going out in a bit, so I've different setting tomorrow. SmackDown review, but so Raw opens up for this show, and this show was okay. There was some good, brilliant moments, some shit moments, and some moments. But WWE is starting to do something interesting at the moment, which we'll come into. So Raw opens up with Strowman, McIntyre, and Ziggler, or Ziggles as I call him, come out. They basically come out. Bomb says, you attacked me, blah, blah, blah. They're coming down. We have a last week. So we reviewed Raw last week, treating us like bloody idiots, like we don't bloody remember what happened a week ago. They do that. I'm sure there's a few people who have mentioned this before. I don't like it. So they go, they come down to do was justice. Bron's like, oh yeah, last week was justice. What you did to me, you should have accepted the beating that I was going to give to you. So because the title was mine, I've only literally wrote notes because this is quite a lot of pages I've got to go run through. So I'm going to make this as simple and basic as possible for the nights for you. Then they got a pack of his own. He's got a pack of his own. They do he goes, look at this, blah, 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 blah. Last week recap. He's got a pack of his own now, and they're going to dismantle you, and blah, 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 blah. And in Hell in a Cell in 2 weeks, he's going to take the titles. Then Drew just goes, you Shield, this is over. This is the thing you started, blah, 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 blah. Dolph says a similar thing. So they're all saying the same thing, that Shield started this feud. It's Shield's fault this is happening. Shield's to blame. As Dolph is saying his promo, Shield come out. Dolph says, we're going to be dominant. We're going to be more dominant here. New Nation of Domination. The Shield, DX, and of course the Shield. The Shield started the feud. I can't remember really what Drew McIntyre said, probably that's why. So I can't read my writing. This is over, there's nothing. Oh, they're going to feast on the carcasses of the dead Shield members. That was something that Drew said before Dolph got the mic. As Dolph's going through his promo saying that they're going to be more dominant, they're going to take people out. Shield turn up. Now this was going to be my moment of the night. That has now moved to the end of the show. As the Shield come out, before they can start fighting, Brian Corm comes on the stage, and there's a load of wrestlers. They beat down the wrestlers, and there's a brawl. But all the wrestlers are coming out and stopping this fight from happening. Fans are going to let them fight. We then come back from commercial break, and we see the Shield are in the back of a police van, and they're being arrested. And then there's a recap of moments ago. Then the Shield's, rush to the back. Then there's an ad break, and we have a recap of moments ago. Then we see the Shield being arrested. He's being arrested. So Riot Squad are in the ring, and then it is Riot Squad. I can't remember which two of Riot Squad, but it was Riot Squad versus the Bella Twins. I think it was Bella's looking good in ring. Riot Squad's getting better every week. I think it's Liv Morgan. I can't remember the other girl's name because I'm not. Normally, when it comes to the Riot Squad stuff, I normally fast forward, but for you guys, I did watch it. So I'm not very keen on what the Riot Squads are called. Liv Morgan I know Liv Morgan was in the ring. Brie, yes kicks. Young is awesome. A botch. She went for a suicide dive on the outside, and she went through the ropes and missed everybody. There's a few botches on this show, and the other one is Dana Brooke. We'll come to that later. 3 women's matches tonight. Thumbs up WWE. 3 women's matches. Like that. Very good. Obviously, they're probably doing it because Evolution's coming up. 4 women's pay-per-view. Is it going to be as good as what they're trying to make it out it's going to be? We see. So there's hot tags as per usual. Botched suicide dives. And then there's I can't remember what the finish was. And it's a 1, 2, 3. Bella Twins win. And that's basically it. Basically, 3 stars match. Not a very good match. It was just, hey, guess what? The Bella's back on Raw. Going against Riot Squad. Riot Squad lose. Riot Squad, in my opinion, Riot Squad, that's what I've put, I think. I'm trying to read my handwriting. My handwriting's not very good when I'm trying to write quick. Should have won. Riot Squad, in my opinion, should have won. They're the bigger team. The better ones are just coming back because it's Evolution. Once Evolution's been wrapped up, they'll leave. You know, I've got 4 more. Each page is double-sided, so there's about 7 pages or 8 pages worth of writing here. Then Baron Corbin is Connor's Cause and what's coming up tonight. And basically the hype for the Super Show. Connor and what's coming and stuff coming up tonight and the announce table. Baron Corbin's in the phone talking to Steph. He's on the phone. Finn Balor comes in the office and Finn's like, yeah, I want a rematch. You keep changing the matches, and he's like, oh, I'm General Manager, I can do that. You know, I want to face you man on man. And then yeah, Corbin basically agrees to it. Should I put me out on? Should I put me out on? No, I look like an idiot. Anyway, I'll wear that when I go out. And he basically gets his rematch. Then you get a hype video for SmackDown. Then you get Connor's Cause explained, what Connor's Cause is and why it's everywhere in the arena. And that's something I want to say is they're rubbing Connor's Cause in big time tonight. Wrestlers are wearing, instead of wearing the normal shirts, Connor's Cause t-shirts are being worn. Connor's Cause is everywhere this evening, and I don't like it. It's great that you do the pink rope in October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You do this in September. I don't mind it, but when you're forcing it in my face, everything I'm watching is Connor's Cause. I couldn't give a rat's arse. As far as I'm concerned. Let me just turn my computer off because I need to get ready. Once I record this, we're going to be making a move, I think, over to Downham. So tomorrow we'll be in Downham. Change of themery. I've done the living room twice now. I've done the bedroom twice. I thought we'd change it up a bit. He laughs. SmackDown the hype, and then Bobby Roode and Chad Gable tag team debut. They have a little interview backstage saying why they would, teaming up, saying that Chad wants a bit of a piece of this, and goes, Bobby Roode's glorious. I wanted a piece of it, so I've tagged with him. I don't know if this is Chad's first match back on Raw. I might be wrong because I didn't watch Raw last week properly. So he was probably on Raw last week. I don't remember. But if they take on the Ascension. Now this match for me was very, 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 very boring. There was a lot of holds on Bobby Roode by the Ascension. The Ascension are doing quick tags and more holds. It wasn't until the end where Gable does all this really cool stuff off the top rope and stuff, and he gets 1, 2, 3, and Roode and him win, which has got that's why it's got 2.5 stars. It was Suplex City at the beginning by Gable, and the finish by Gable, the only decent bits of the match. Bobby Roode was useless in this match, and I can't believe I'm saying that because I'm normally a big Roode fan. I always have been since he's, was the longest reigning world champion in TNA. I was, everyone's booing him, and I'm like, yay, let's go Bobby Roode. So things like that, but this match was useless. It was basically a squash match for the Ascension, but the Ascension were on top most of the match, and the win was a surprise. But you knew they were going to win because Ascension always lose. So it didn't really make sense. So WWE, get your booking right. I'm booking better than you in Impact. Elias is backstage talking to someone, and then he's up next. Elias is in the ring. He does his usual shtick where he's like, he sings a song about what happened last week and saying to Trish, he don't like women who hit him. He then disses the town he lives in. And it's like, who wants to walk with Elias? I do, because I love Elias. WWE stands for Elias, or WWE stands for Walk with Elias, so let me get it right. He's then interrupted by Alexa Bliss, saying, oh, she was born here, graduation in this building. She's over like shit at this point. And then all of a sudden she starts joining in with Elias, dissing the city, going, when she starts getting the booze, she's like, oh, you guys don't deny it. This shitty is a pile of shit. This is going quite quickly, to be honest. And then she seems to be very smitten with Elias for the way she talks to him. And, this Harley Quinn character she's got is amazing. Basically, she's like, and then when he starts singing, she does people, it's like people like you, and calling them zombies and stuff. The fans are zombies in the city because she does this weird chant that they always do, and they always respond to her, and she calls them thing. Okay, I'll have to have a look at what the World of Sport treat is. I've just got my phone's just lit with a World of Sport treat. So I have to have a look and see what's going on. That's probably about next Saturday night's edition, which I will not be reviewing on the day because I'm going out for the evening, so it'll be reviewed on the Sunday. Now, Sir Spooks is retweeting if you like horror stuff. Go and watch Sir Spooks. He does great found videos. I should not be getting distracted by Twitter coming up on my phone. And then basically after that, Ronda Rousey, who's got the best theme song in WWE at the moment, takes on Bliss versus Natty, and Bliss has got my woman of the night. I had a choice of the White Squad girls and the Bella Twins, Bliss and Natty, Sasha Banks and Bayley, Ember Moon, and that'll be coming up in a bit. Sasha Banks, Bayley, Ember Moon, and Dana Brooke. And I give it to Bliss because Bliss is amazing every week, and she'll probably get it for a few weeks. Bliss was great thing. She's seen. Basically the match is very standard women's match for what Monday Night Raw is. It's basically back and forth action, arm drags and all that, like holds and stuff. But Alexa Bliss goes for the armbar, a move that Ronda Rousey's made famous and been used in WWE, and Natty chaps, and she's the winner. After the match, they start brawling, pushing each other back and forth. Ronda Rousey gets in the ring and they get out. Then they attack Rousey. She then does some moves on Alexa Fox, who looks stunning tonight, I have to say. She looked very good in very weird costume choices for Mickie James and the Bliss tonight, but like Lisa Fox pulled hers off. More of a Mickey. And the show, they come off, and then there's a big roar, and then Rousey starts attacking her. And I'm looking at the wrong page. Yeah, it's another page done. Yeah, and then Rousey fights back, and then there's a thing, and then they're just going up the ramp, and there you go. That's that one over and done with. That's another angle. Michaels or someone is back. Corbin is in the back. Strowman, Drew, and Ziggler are asking for a match, and they want a tag title match tonight. But he's like, "Oh, I can't do it because we've already got that match sorted." But if something happened to them, we know something's going to happen to them now. But if something happens to them, you can have your match. And get onto that bit, and then he's there's this very creepy stare down between him and Strowman. He goes, "You better give me a match tonight, otherwise there's going to be some problems." And you see Corbin's a bit nervous of Braun Strowman, and I think anybody would be nervous of Braun Strowman because he's a freak of nature. Michaels is here tonight. Then there's an interview with the Revival. There's something else as well. Matches, still hyping the matches coming. Shawn Michaels. The Revival have an interview saying why they will be the best. Get the tag team titles tonight. Based on we're the best. I need a good shave, darling. Yeah. Put out my shaving foam and razor, and that will be staying in this episode, review video. So you'll get to know that I'm packing shaving razor. Hopefully I have a shave tonight and get rid of all this because I don't like it. I hate having stubble. And we basically get attacked and beaten down by Ziggles and McIntyre. Drew McIntyre, love him, or Drew Galloway, depending on what you want to call him. And basically they then have hype, and then it's time for the tag team titles. So B team, go, go, go. Yeah, I ain't going to do that because B team I love. But this has gone on a bit too long, and thank God it ends tonight. So basically JoJo, who looks stunning as well tonight, is stood in the ring, and she's like, and their opponents, and the Revival's music plays. They don't come out. She goes, one more time, their opponents. This time the Revival's music don't play. And then McIntyre and Ziggler's music play. They come out. Now, I'll give it to B Team. B Team are great two wrestlers, and I think they're very much been mistreated by WWE over the past few years because they were great in NXT, especially Bo Dallas being the champion in NXT. He's reigning champion. Can you believe? And stuff has been amazing. But this match was great. B Team getting all these surprise roll-ups and stuff and dives and stuff, and all these different moves. It's been awesome. But McIntyre just, starts, and this is where the match starts drooling a bit for me, is McIntyre starts doing all these holds and stuff again. And I don't know what it is with WWE and holds, but they do a lot of holds in middle matches. B Team is over like shit in this match. They are over with the crowd. Everybody loves them. Hot tags, they're always doing these hot tags and stuff. Suplexes, there's a suplex 1-2, and then McIntyre comes in and saves. Super kick by Dolph. Tags McIntyre. They do this combination. I don't know what they call it, but I know it's a zigzag comboed with something, and that gets to 1-2-3. Your new World Tag Team Champions are, of course, McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler. 4.5 stars. Well done, WWE, finally ending that B Team stuff. I hope they continue the B Team stuff because B Team is amazing. But I think the fact they kept winning by surprise with the tag team titles was dragged on a little bit. Dolph and Ziggler stand celebrating glory thing. And then we go to the back and we see that Drake Maverick is with the OAP, Officer Pain. And, then we have some more stuff about Connor's Cause. Stop shoving it down my throat, WWE. I know Connor's Cause is happening this month. So then it's OOP and Drake Maverick versus. I've just put local team. I know they said on commentary who they were. I don't really care. Drake introduced himself as the general manager of 205 Live and now the manager of OAP. Basically, it's a squash match, the 2 stars. Then there's more Super Showdown hype, and basically then all these legends come on and say about what their opinion is of the Super Show and the Undertaker versus Triple H match, last ever. Whenever we heard that before in WWE. Oh, that's right. John Cena versus The Rock, one time ever. What happened the year after that? Rousey's in the back, and Bella's come in and offer, you could be a training partner, we can offer you advice. She's like, oh, no, that is good. And then she's like, oh, we can have you business advice if you want to run a business, if you want fashion advice and stuff like that. They're like, and when they leave, you can see she's looking like, thinking about that. Yeah. What's up? I cannot. This is all a bit cramped. Oh, Michaels is next. Michaels is over like shit. He comes out. He basically he's going. He hypes up the network. He hypes up his new shirt, and he's like, "If you're keeping tab at home, there you go." And he basically then says, "Oh, Triple H is going to win the match," and he then gets into explain why, and he's getting some booze for this. And the next thing you know is he's doing his promo. I'm not going to go through all his promo because it's basically he's there just to hype up the Super Show. This is the bit I like about this entire angle. Even though it's hard, I heard that Undertaker was going to be there or wrestling news website and stuff. I couldn't believe it. Then the dong goes, dong, dong, and you see Michael's face go, what the hell? And then you hear the theme song start, and then you see he is there. Oh my god, Undertaker was on Raw this week. And he basically starts saying, talking about his retirement and him not coming back, and that he's doing it out of respect for the Undertaker. And basically, the Undertaker goes, no, if you were going to come out of retirement, the only reason you haven't is because you're scared, because the only person you come out after, if you come out of retirement, is me. Now, throughout all of this is what they're talking about, is he's never wanted to do this one more match, and he's getting these chances all the time. And the whole time, is Michaels, this is what I wanted to ask people, is Shawn Michaels coming back? Because it seems like they're hyping up or hinting at a Michaels versus Undertaker final match again. And if Michael comes back for one more match, the match I want to see him do, if he comes back, he needs to come back for 2 matches, is not Michaels versus Undertaker number 3 or 4, whatever it is. I want to see him take on Daniel Bryan. One more match from Michaels versus his tutor, Daniel Bryan. It would be amazing to see WrestleMania. And of course, and based in Braun Strowman. Next up is Sasha Banks and Bayley taking on Dana Brooke and Ember Moon. Moon looks excellent in this match. The one thing I don't like about Raw is the breaks. I have mentioned this a few times on the thing and I've just skipped over it. Is you're watching the show and one person's on top. You come back from the ad break and all things have changed and it's all different. It's like, what the hell's going on? Banks and Bayley are great at tagging, and I think this is a good hint that they're going to do a women's tag team title very soon. And basically, I think if I remember, there was a really ridiculous point where Banks, where she couldn't get the tag in. Dana Brooke was meant to get a tag in. She missed the tag, and the rest like, nope, didn't happen. He should have just let it go, so it didn't look so bad. So Ember had to roll back in the ring and do that spot again. Banks is there with a quick roll up. It's a 1, 2, 3. Banks Bayley win. 2 stars. Not very good from Sasha Banks, and Dana Brooke just made it even worse. She hasn't wrestled for ages, so you see that. So we see Bobby outside of Corbin's office. This is brilliant, this bit. He's basically been told that he's got anger issues and he needs to go and do meditation in the ring. But he's a good superstar, he's done really well and he's always happy, but he's got these anger issues and he's a threat to them under Raw. So he's got to go down to the ring and join Jinder Mahal in the ring for a meditation session. And basically, then then we cut to the ring, and Mahal's coming out, and basically this is just a massive comedy sketch. Basically, it's just Bobby taking the piss out of all of this, and then before we know where we are, Kevin Owens turns up and attacks Bobby from back. Well, that ended quickly. You're going to see the missus in about just here in a second. There she is. Wave to the camera. Hello. There's the missus. I told you she's coming downstairs. It's awesome. And there she goes again. She's getting sorted because we're going out in a bit to the mother-in-law's or mum's house. Her mum's for a couple of nights. Right, okay, we'll do that later. Take it with us. Sorry, she distracted me now. with cat stuff. Per usual. So yeah, basically then there's basically Kevin Owens, and then he rolls. You know, he's really super. He goes after Jinder because Jinder goes after the eyes, and this is a kind of a hint for what happens later on, which I didn't realise at the time. And he basically power bombs Lashley to the apron and leaves him out. Finn Balor's in the back getting ready. Let me see more like last week. And next week, my friends, next week's Raw is going to be amazing. Not only is Triple H going to be live on next week's Raw, Mick Foley's going to be live next week. Can't wait for that. I love Mick Foley. He was in Impact when I started watching Impact Wrestling in '09 when I became a wrestling fan. God, that's many years ago now. And then you also got Ronda Rousey and Natty Tina Hart taking Alexa Bliss and Alicia Fox in the tag team match. Please get these tag team titles set up, because if you keep doing these tag team matches, it makes sense. Right, that's another page. 2 more pages and we're done the review. And we're already up to 20 minutes. I think this might be the longest. I think the longest we've done is 30, actually. And I think that was... I don't know what that was for. Was that all in? Probably. I can't look because I can't turn the computer off. I'll have a quick look. So it's then the Shield have... then we get told the Shield have left the precinct, or the police station as we call it in Britain, not a precinct. So we know that the Shield are going to turn up at some point during the evening. Now, the main event for me is the match of the night. It's also got the moment of the man of the night in Finn Balor. Finn Balor is awesome in this match. He... You know, Strowman is doing everything to lay him down, and it does not make Balor look weak at all. You know, Strowman is still doing all his strongman stuff. Yes, seriously, this is what's going to happen now while I'm recording. So Strowman is literally putting pressure on his shoulder and stuff in this. But there's so many... Oh, good, we now have got a cat coming down the stairs, so hopefully you saw the black tail. Oh, this is great fun, recording in the living room. Oh, now the cat food's going to go by now. There you go, there's the cat food. So yeah, I'm going to edit this. I never do edit these videos because it's more amusing this way. So yeah, Strowman is strong as ever. He's doing all these moves. He's like got pressure on the shoulder, and he takes it off and smacks it a few times and puts more pressure on. But all the time, Finn Balor's just fighting back and trying to knock him down and stuff. But of course, there's a power slam, and Strowman power slams him 4.5 stars. Basically, match of the night. Great. Now we've got the cat waving to you. That's the black cat. That's the one that hasn't been on the video yet. So that's Mickey. That's the male. It's the first time he's been on a video. Lucky for him. He's probably kept out of the way because he knows I'm recording. So yeah, Finn Balor. And then basically they continue beating Finn Balor up. They get rid of the steps and stuff. And this is the moment of the night for me. Shh. And then basically the Shield. We hear these signs. Woo, 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 woo. And Roman Reigns is driving a police van into the back of the arena, and then you see him get out, and then you see the Shield come out. And as they're heading down to the ring to start beating up Braun Strowman and that, quite like Kevin Owens, I've got Kevin Owens, Jinder Mahal, Elias, I don't know who else was in that lot, the Ascension, OAP, everybody was there, beating the living shit out of the Shield. It was freaking amazing. And do you know what the spot of the night was? It wasn't the fact that he kept hitting Roman Reigns in the face with steel chairs. Seth Rollins is on the stage, gets thrown off the stage, and his arm goes through the glass of... And it was proper glass, you could tell, because his arm was bleeding after this. Went straight through the window, and basically, Dean Ambrose is getting beaten up by another set of guys. You've got Braun strowman beating up Roman Reigns. Everybody is beating up on these guys, and then the Shield are down and out. That's the cat's toys going past now. And basically... Basically, that's where we close Raw out. Now, Raw this week was a hit-and-miss show. I'm going to have to start doing vlogs with this bloody lot, because it's pretty hilarious. Just edit a vlog together, record about a 5-minute vlog every day. I think it'd be hilarious to do it with the missus the way she acts on camera. I think that's something we're going to start doing. So, yeah. Basically, Raw this week was a hit-and-miss show. Match of the night had to go to Finn Balor and Braun Strowman. Moment of the night had to go to the ending and the beginning, because, I'm going to give 2 moments tonight, beginning and ending. But in the middle parts, the matches just didn't do this show justice. This is one of the best Raws I've watched in ages because of what's going on. And at last, they're doing something decent with the Shield and Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. And they've got a great storyline. But I know what's going to happen. They're going to frick it up. Ladies and gentlemen, my final rating for Raw this week is 4.5 stars. That is it over and done with. And I'm hoping the missus might come downstairs again. Can you bring that bag down as well, please? So you see, this is the joys of filming at home. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been JJR. Whether I see you in TWE or a wrestling review, I'm always here with you. Thank you for watching, guys, and we'll see you probably in another review when the missus ain't dancing on the stairs. See you again soon. Thank you.